It's the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday, the 18th of April. I'm James Spann. Nice weather coming up in the short term, but rain over the weekend at times. How much? When? We'll talk about that as we go along. Let's look at some of the Skycam shots around the network this afternoon. The sky is clearing nicely to the north and west of Birmingham. That's the Tuscaloosa Skycam, partly sunny there. Sky almost identical up in Jasper there in Walker County. That's seen from the King Building. Go way down south to the football stadium at Troy University in Pike County. The sky there is still mostly cloudy. In fact, there's the visible satellite view. You can see how it's totally clear north and west of a line from near Cullman down to about Jasper and Fayette. But as you go farther south and east, the clouds are kind of lingering there with some breaks in the overcast. But all those clouds kick out tonight and tomorrow. We'll see sunshine back in full supply. Water vapor satellite view, nice upper trough passing on through. And as the shortwave exits, we'll be in great shape tomorrow and Friday. But over the weekend, wet weather comes back. Temperatures this afternoon, mostly in the 70s where the sun is out. We've still got some 60s over northeast Alabama where the clouds are hanging tough. In fact, only 63 at Fort Payne at 2 o'clock. And around the nation, we got that cool pocket over the east. That's where our rain is falling, where temperatures are only in the 50s there. But again, elsewhere, things looking about where they should be for this time of the year. Watch warning map, man, it's quiet. I mean, very quiet across the lower 48. And severe weather, the interesting look there, that is for day 4, Saturday, a slight risk of severe weather for about the southern quarter of Alabama, south of US 84, South Georgia, and all of Florida. And I mean, we're talking down to Miami and Key West, where severe weather could be an issue, as you'll see in just a moment. And there's the rain for the next 5 days, valid through Monday morning of next week at 7 o'clock. Showing rain amounts here of about 1 inch. And, of course, that would be over the weekend. And the numbers have actually come down a little bit. Let's get in here and take a look. This is the modeling. This is the 12Z GFS, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon at 500 millibars. Little minor impulse coming through here, but the air is going to be bone dry, so I guess maybe a few scattered clouds will show up, but the day should be mostly sunny with a high in the upper 70s. Friday looks good. And again, you know, the moisture levels are slowly coming up, but there's just no forcing for rain. I guess you might see a blip somewhere on radar, but the chance is so small, I don't think we'll need to mention that. The high will be close to 80, partly sunny day. All right, Saturday, upper low. Where's it going to line up here? These runs are trending farther south. There's no doubt about that. This is Saturday at 1 o'clock. The upper low is actually just off the Louisiana coast. And accordingly, the surface low is trending farther south. The model has the surface low down around the mouth of the Mississippi River now, and that could keep the heaviest rain to the south. And all of a sudden, the northern half of the state not looking as wet. Are we going to mention rain? Absolutely. You have to. I mean, and again, traditionally, when you see a surface low like that, that's a pretty good rain producer for the whole state. But again, Saturday will be wet at times. Maybe the rain not as heavy or quite as continuous as we saw in previous runs. And then Sunday, the surface low, instead of tracking northeast, it goes due east. The thing is really around Cedar Key, Florida. And if this is right, the rain kind of moves out Sunday morning. So if you got something outdoors, this run is a little more encouraging for Sunday. And again, we'll watch future runs. For now, this is Wednesday. We're still going to mention a pretty good chance of rain both days because the next run could flip it right back up to the north. But the most widespread rain could come Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, maybe early Sunday if this is right. And highs over the weekend would be in the 70s. We'll check the European. This is Saturday coming off the European, valid at 7 o'clock Saturday evening. And again, it's got the surface low of the Mississippi coast and really the most widespread rain shield from Interstate 20 south, with not much at all for the Tennessee Valley. And then Sunday evening at 7 o'clock, the surface low moves on to the east. It's over South Georgia. And again, rain beginning to taper off. So both models are pretty similar, actually. All right, Monday, everything's gone. We turn colder. Big old deep surface low coming up just off the Atlantic coast. Almost a nor'easter type deal up there. And we've got some cool air advection. If that's right, highs drop in the 60s. We'd start the day in the 40s. And Tuesday morning can be pretty cool. Lows getting maybe in the low and mid-40s if this is right. But Monday and Tuesday look gorgeous. And Wednesday of next week, a week from today, looks good. We'll check the end of the forecast. This is the 4th of May. Again, got some broad troughing going on there with a chance of showers, but again, that's not a severe look. And again, the encouraging news, we don't see any significant severe weather setup here for the next 2 weeks, and that is a blessing indeed. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you are around here, and even if you're not around here, watch us on ABC 3340 News on TV or the live stream at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless. The first thing you've got to understand, you cannot rely on an outdoor siren. You cannot hear those inside a home, a building, a church. It won't work. You've got to get something inside your house. That's a weather radio or maybe a smartphone app. We work with a company that's developed a wonderful weather radio app for Android phones and iPhones. It knows where you are, and if you're in a tornado warning polygon, you get the warning. And if you're not, you don't. It's an effective device, and it's a great way to be sure you get the warning.